Bible John is an unidentified serial killer who is believed to have murdered 3 young women between 1968 and 1969 in Glasgow, Scotland. Bible John's victims were all young brunette women between the ages of 25 and 32, all of whom had met their murderer at the Barrowland Ballroom, a dance hall and music venue in the city. The perpetrator has never been identified, and the case remains both unsolved and one of the most extensive manhunts in Scottish criminal history. The case would prove to be the first time in Scotland in which the Crown Office authorised publication of a composite drawing of an individual suspected of murder. This unidentified serial killer became known as Bible John due to his having repeatedly quoted from the Bible and to have condemned any form of adultery while in the company of his final victim. The known movements and modus operandi of convicted serial killer and rapist Peter Tobin gave rise to speculation that he might be Bible John, after his conviction for 3 murders in the late 2000s, but police later eliminated Tobin as a suspect. On February 23, 1968, the naked body of 25-year-old auxiliary nurse Patricia Docker was found in the doorway of a lock-up garage by a man on his way to work at Carmichael Place, Battlefield, Glasgow. Her body bore evidence of extensive blunt force trauma. She had been strangled to death with a strong ligature, possibly a belt. Docker's handbag, watch, and clothes were missing from the crime scene. Her clothing was never found. A post-mortem confirmed that the cause of death had been strangulation, and that Docker's body bore no clear evidence of sexual assault. On Saturday, August 16, 1969, a 31-year-old mother of 3 named Jemima MacDonald also opted to spend the evening dancing at the Barrowland Ballroom. Her sister O'Brien became concerned when her sister failed to return home. Later the same day, she began hearing local rumors that young children had been seen leaving a derelict tenement building in Mackkeith Street, discussing a body in the premises. A post-mortem concluded that MacDonald had been raped and extensively beaten, particularly about the face, before she had been strangled to death with one of her own stockings. On October 31, 1969, a man walking his dog discovered the body of 29-year-old Helen Pudick behind a tenement in the Scotstoun district of Glasgow. Her body was found beside a drain pipe in the back garden of her Earl Street flat. She had been stripped partially naked, extensively beaten about the face, before being raped, then strangled to death with one of her own stockings. More than 100 detectives were assigned to work full-time on the case, and 50,000 witness statements would be taken in subsequent door-to-door inquiries. In the years after the Bible John killings, a number of women came forward to claim that they had been sexually assaulted after an evening at the Barrowland. One of these women, Hannah Martin, claimed that she had been assaulted and raped by Bible John. Aftermath: no further murder victims killed in Scotland or elsewhere in the United Kingdom have ever been conclusively attributed to Bible John, and the manhunt for this murderer was one of the most extensive manhunts in Scottish criminal history. The murders of the 3 women remain unsolved, although the case remains open. Alright folks, for more such videos, make sure you subscribe to Oddity and hit that bell icon too. Adios.